Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Fajar Ramadan from class 6 Public Administration. I In this opportunity I will describe about countries who has a lot problems. That is Israel. Let's get to know about Israel. First, when you hear about the Israel-Palestinian conflict, the term Zionism is definitely inserted, which refers to Israel. According to Britannica, Zionism is a religious and political endeavor brings thousands of Jews from all over the world back to their ancient homeland in the Mid-East. They rebuilt Israel as a central location for Jewish identity. Zionism is a movement that exposes the establishment of and support for a homeland for the Jewish people centered there are roughly corresponding to the land of Israel, the region of Palestine, Canaan, Holy of Land, on the basis of a long Jewish connection and attachment to that land. Modern Zionism emerged in the late 19th century in Central and Eastern Europe as a national revival movement, both in reaction to newer waves of anti-Semitism and as a response to a Haskalah or Jewish enlightenment. Soon after this, most leaders of the movement associated the main goal with creating the desired homeland in Palestine, then an area controlled by the Ottoman Empire. The basic philosophy of the Zionist movement has existed for hundreds of years. Meanwhile, modern Zionism officially took root in the late 19th century. At that time, Jews around the world facing the growth of anti-Semitism. Some historians believe that the increasingly tense atmosphere between Jews and Europe may have fueled the Zionism movement. In one incident in 1194, a Jewish officer in the French army named Alfred Dreyfus was falsely accused and convicted of treason. This incident which came to become known as the Dreyfus Affair sparked the anger of Jews and many other. Next, on May 14, 1948, head of the Jewish Agency David Ben-Gurion proclaimed the State of Israel, making Israel the first Jewish state in 2000 years. In Tel Aviv, Ben-Gurion signed a declaration establishing Israel. He later became Israel's first prime minister. Report by history, Israel has its origins in the Zionist movement, which was founded in the 19th century by the Jews in the Russian Empire. Zionists called for the establishment of a territorial Jewish state after experiencing persecution. The State of Israel was first coined by Jewish Austrian journalist Theodor Herzl in 1896. According to him, the creation of Jews was the only way to protect Jews from anti-Semitism. After World War I, the League of Nations approved the British mandate of Palestina as a state of the Jews in 1949. division of Palestine into two states, one Jewish state and one Arab state. The climax on May 14, 1948, Israel proclaimed its independence, and this was soon followed by war with the surrounding Arab countries who rejected this plan of division. The Palestinian Arabs were helped by volunteers from other countries fighting against the Zionist forces, but by May 14, the Jews had gained complete control over the part of Palestine allocated by the US, as well as some Arab territories. Next, most population in that country is Jewish. There is 90% Jewish and 90.9% 9.9% Muslim and Christian. Next, why can I call him Menolin? Because he actually doesn't have a homeland. He is a resident who has been expelled since the time of the prophet and the apostle. He can get his land back even a cunning way, seizing land belonging to peaceful people that are indeed destined to become enemies of the nation for Muslims. Even from the first, their existence has greatly disturbed the sovereign of a country. In this slide, we talk about a story about the beginning conflict Israel and Palestine. The story of the Palestinian and Israel conflict can be said to have occurred since Britain atau British established a national home for the Jewish minority in Palestine. At that time, Britain was known to take over the Palestinian territories from the rule of the Ottoman Empire, which lost in World War I. For the Jewish minority, the area is their homeland. Palestinian Arabs, who make up the majority, also claim the same thing. The Jewish population continued to increase in the Palestinian territories between the 1920 and 1950. 40. Meanwhile, violence between Jews and Arabs also increased until the United Nations divided the Palestinian territories into two, for Palestinian Jews and Arabs in 1940 and 47. Next slide is foreign policy Israel to Palestine. First, acceleration of attacks on Hamas. First, attacks on the Hamas fighter carried out by Israeli military according to the definition of aggressiveness, which is an action injure the other party either by action direct or indirect violence direct to achieve the goal certain. Then the attack acceleration Israel against Hamas is manifestation of Israel's action to hurt Hamas in order to achieve the goal is to maintain security national. Next, increase development Jewish settlements in East Jerusalem. Residential development policy Jews in East Jerusalem on originally set at Ehud Olmert at the time Benjamin Netanyahu leadership. The intensity of settlement construction the Jewish increasing even in the period of November 2009 to October 2010. Netanyahu has signed a moratorium cessation of residential development Jews in East Jerusalem. Aggressiveness Israel's action can be Jewish settlement in middle of enforcement moratorium approval was also agreed by Israel. Aggressive action what Israel did aims to dominate the territory Jerusalem in full. Next, the lightening of the isolation policy implemented by Israel in the Gaza Strip. The blockade of the Gaza Strip started from Israel's policies during the Olmert period prohibit the movement of people Palestine in Gaza Strip out of territory. During Netanyahu's time, the entry of goods into the Gaza Strip is increasing tightened with prohibit entry various assistance from foreign parties against Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, where it ends at the Marmara tragedy in June 2010. Political technique, the isolation is one of the Israel's aggressive form of action aims to disable the power of Hamas in power in Gaza Strip area. Next, Jerusalem becomes the capital of Israel. On December 6, 2017, President Donald Trump announced that the U.S. will recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and ordered the planning of the relocation of Israel U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu welcomed the decision and pressed the announcement. On December 8, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson clarified that Trump's statement did not indicate any final status for Jerusalem and was very clear that the final status, including the border, would be left to the parties to negotiate and decide. Trump's decision was rejected by a majority of world leaders. The UN Security Council held an emergency meeting on December 7 December where 15 out of 14 out of 50 members condemned it, but the motion was voted by the US, Britain, France, Japan, Italy, and Sweden were among the countries who criticized Trump's decision at the meeting. Other countries supported the move. Guatemala said that they will follow up and also relocate their embassy, while the Czech Republic, Honduras, Paraguay, and Romania said that they were also considering embassy relocation. The Europe Union Foreign Policy Chief Federica Mogherini said that all governments of European Union's member states were united on the issue of Jerusalem, and also affirmed their commitment to be a Palestinian state with Jerusalem as its capital. Next slide. Why peace is so hard between the two countries? First, some deals peace between the two sides has not yet been able to find a sustainable solution. From many peace treaties and conference from Oslo to Annapolis, it is difficult to reach an agreement from both parties to achieve peace. Even if the agreement is reached, the implementation in the field is not like that. Often still there were several times of conflict and shootouts between civilians and the military for both sides. Number 2, the absence of conflict mediator who are generally willing to resolve the conflict completely. In this case, the United States has several times acting as a mediator can be said to be less serious in playing a role to mediate conflict involving Israel and Palestine. And the third is the reign of the Likud party in the Israel government. In the history of achieving conflict resolution of both sides, if Israel is controlled by the Likud party, then it is very difficult to achieve a peace because the Likud party itself is a famous party with his rejection of the establishment of a Palestinian state. Next, obstruction of peace between Israel and Palestine is also closely related to the leadership factor on each side. Leaders who also serve as policymakers have an important role in determining the direction of the foreign policy of the country he leads. In a political sense, abroad or the